I'm joined by my guests at this hour. Sarandeep, India has scored 75 for 2. They've lost 2 wickets, but the scoring rate hasn't been too bad, right?
Yes, but if you look at Chiteshwar Pujara, he took less ball and Virat took a lot of balls and innings. But I think that's the good thing from Chiteshwar. The way he looked confident and then the way he played at the last test match of the second innings, he similarly is playing in the first inning over in the Cape Town. I think that's a very, very good sign. And the wicket, surprisingly, India won the toss and chose to bat. And suddenly you see the wickets, the ball is bouncing, it's swinging a lot of the wicket.
I'll come back to you. I think there is a little bit of a trouble with your audio, Sarandeep. Let me go over to Ashok. Ashok, that half century in the second innings in the last test, would you say that has given Chiteshwar Pujara a lot of confidence now, and he looks like a completely different player?
Absolutely. I mean, he's got a chance to breathe now. You know, that is all I can say. He was under so much of pressure. So he's playing his normal game, and it looked like at one stage that Virat is playing the knock of Chiteshwar Pujara and vice versa. Chiteshwar is playing like Virat Kohli, you know, because Virat is also under pressure. Not only Chiteshwar Pujara, Virat is under pressure. He's very, very watchful. We know Virat who comes and starts scoring runs. But this Virat is totally different, who is under pressure, who wants to perform the runs. And the number of deliveries he left outside the off stump, it is unlike Virat. That means he has done his homework. As South African bowlers have, they didn't pitch him anything within the stumps. It's already off stump and wide outside the off stump. Up till now, he has been very determined, very watchful, and I hope it carries on. I will want to wait and watch how long he can keep his concentration
resist
going.
His temptation to play those drives, right? But we did see him play one of those eye-popping extra cover drives. Sarandeep, coming back to you, do you think Virat has made subtle adjustments in his technique here?
Yes, definitely. It looks like, because if you see in the first inning, in the first test match, the way he got out, again chasing outside Ostrom, everyone knows that somehow keep bowling outside Ostrom, he goes over there. But he makes some adjustment and now he's looking good actually. But if you've seen in the England also in 2018, he had the same problem against the Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad. But again, he got a lot of runs over there, a lot of hundreds. Now doing the same thing over there, just keep leaving the ball outside Ostrom. Just keep and control yourself. Look, and then let's wait for the bad balls. Let's wait for the ball fully come up to you, get some scores, get some runs on your kitty, and then you might get confident. When you're confident, then you score 70, 80 runs, then you can start playing all these shots. But right now, Virat looks very complete, very competent, and he knows exactly what he's doing over there.
Ashok, Virat Kohli taking 14 balls to get off the mark, that in itself is a pretty big deal, isn't it?
It is. That shows how determined he is. You know, and that shows what kind of a strategy South African bowlers have for him. And he seems to be a very determined guy. Even in the first test match, he got out for 35. He looked very determined. But will his concentration keep him going? Because the thing is, Virat Kohli, if he gets out on 30-40, it's a failure. You know, the kind of a bar he has raised for himself, the kind of standard he has. So Virat Kohli has to get 100, you know, minimum 100, you know, and he knows there's a lot of pressure on him, not as a captain, but the board issue also, and purely as a batsman also, because Virat has not seen very many failures.
Sarandeep, would you say Marco Jansen is the bowler he should be watching out for in this innings?
He's a legendary batsman. He knows how to get out of it, and he's trying very hard.
Right. Sarandeep, do you think Marco Jansen is the bowler he should be watching out for in this innings?
Check, Sarandeep, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sarandeep, if you can hear me, Marco Jansen is the bowler that Virat Kohli should be watching out for in this innings?
I think each and every bowler, I think Virat Kohli is looking after. It's not only
I just spoke about Jansen because of the way he kept troubling Virat Kohli.
Yeah, because when you're short of the runs, when you're not getting runs from long time, then and then you come back after the injury, then again you have to be starting from first ball. I think Virat Kohli will be more looking after him. That's why he's a left-hander, so he can make a different angle. So, and he's playing him the first time also. So, might be he'll be more careful about them. But I think so. I mean, you have to be careful each and every ball. Even Rabada is bowling well. Negedi is bowling superbly. Other fast bowler bowling too goodly. All the fast bowlers, all the bowlers are bowling exactly the good lengths. They are hitting the length very good, and they keep putting pressure on Virat Kohli. Because you see, with so many dot balls, he already played it. So they just want him to keep putting pressure all the time. Let's come out of his comfort zone and start playing some shots, and we can get the opportunity to get him out. So I think Virat Kohli be careful with all the bowlers.
Talking about bowling right lengths, Ashok, that ball that Kagiso Rabada bowled to Mayank Agarwal and committed him to play that shot, would you say that was perhaps one of the best balls of the morning that we saw?
Absolutely. I mean, even Oliver, before KL Rahul got out, he beat him number of times. You know, they're bowling better areas now. In the first test match, they didn't bowl in good area. They didn't bowl in good line. But this test match, they started from word go. Maybe it is the confidence which gives them after winning the second test match. But I think they bowled spot on. And I'm still amazed that India won the toss and decided to bat. I know we are a world champion. Because I know we are a world champion side, but we have not given our fast bowler a chance to bowl on these kind of wickets. You know, we always played on a wicket where it eased up after a day or two. You know, so I think it might not have been a bad idea to put South Africa in, because they have always chased. They have never batted first. So it could have been a different strategy. That is my thinking anyway.
But traditionally, if you win the toss in Cape Town, you bat. Sarandeep, would you agree with that, or agree with what Ashok has said just now?
No, I'm agreeing with Ashok Paji. Even I said it before, these things also was surprising. I just see the test match, the way South African bowlers are bowling, and the way ball is flying. Actually, the wicket is actually helping to the fast bowler. So why not India has to be bowled first? Definitely. Why you have to bat first in such a tough conditions? If like Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, and they have to bowl in these conditions, they might be a different bowler. Instead of where India lost 2 wickets, you never know. South Africa might be lost 5 wickets, because still they have some inexperienced batting lineup over there. So might be you have an advantage. So might be this toss will be crucial. So yes, we'll be surprised.
We'll have to wait and see.
Indian bowlers got the opportunity to bowl in a fresh wicket here. Definitely, we have to. Now we have to wait and see now.
Yeah, we'll of course come back to you at the tea session of first day in Cape Town Test. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me at this hour.